Hi, my name is Sherry Lynn, and I wanted to show you how to navigate the online training modules that are available through Children's Integrated Services. I've pulled one up here. This is an example of the newer early intervention modules. And just so you get used to how these are set up, there's always some information about who the narrator is, and this information here is about myself. If you click the more information, it just you can actually send me an email or just see who I am and what I do for Children's Integrated Services. So I'm going to close that out. You'll also see on the menu tab, these are actually the titles of each of the slides. There's 13 in here. And then to the right of that are the notes. So this will actually show you what the narrator is saying. On the very top at the title for the module, this is an introductory module, they'll actually show you how long the module takes for the narrator to complete. So it's 9 minutes and 59 seconds for this one. One thing you should know is that some of the slides actually will have different activities that you might need to do, so that'll add time to that. And of course, it doesn't include how long it might take you to do the quiz. Sometimes there are multiple questions to the quiz, so make sure you leave enough time to get through at least one module at a time. The other thing you'll notice is there's an attachments tab. Sometimes it's actually called the resources tab. And so that's an important place to go, because as the narrator goes through the different information, it might ask that you reference a resource. So I'm going to click onto that right now. Sometimes it's a web page. So this one is the Vermont Special Education Rules. When I click that, it opens a brand new window up. So I still have my module over here. And then this is a new window with the information, this is about the new regulations for Vermont special education. So I'm going to just close that out. I'm going to go back to the module, and I'm going to click the attachments tab just so I can see the screen a little bit better. And we're going to get to this quiz in just a second. At the very bottom, there are also navigations, so that if you want to look at the slide before this one, of course this is the first one, so if I wanted to, if it was on module slide 3, if I wanted to look at 2, I'd click the previous button, or I might want to advance the slide. Like I said, sometimes there's activity, so it doesn't automatically advance and you'll have to advance it. You can also navigate by actually clicking onto each one of the slides, but it was designed so that it's sequential. It builds one slide to the next as far as the concepts go, and it will automatically advance for you most of the time, unless you're watching a video where you can replay it and then advance to the next slide, or like I said, if there's an activity. So let's go into the quiz, because that's the final part of each one of the modules. And so it's going to give you some instructions. It says click and drag the meaning of each word. So I'm not going to really look at this. I'm just going to, put the jigsaw puzzle together, and then I'm going to hit the next button. This one says check all that apply for Federal Individuals with Disabilities Act. And again, I'm just making this up. I'm not really reading these, just for the purpose of this tutorial. This is reordering how the sequence of early intervention framework should work, and then a true-false at the very end. So this is the last question. So it'll give you a little reminder that all questions have been answered. Would you like to submit your answers, or would you like to return to the quiz? So my recommendation is you return to the quiz, and you again look at this to make sure that you actually have read the instructions correctly, and that you've read through all the options and selected the best response. So again, I can go back through and take a look at this. And then if I'm ready, then I can submit all my answers. Once I do that, it's going to reveal what your score is, and the passing score is always 80% of the quiz. So if I actually had passed this, it would give me a button that would tell me that I could print the results, so that you could keep it for your own records and possibly for continuing education credits, if you are needing that for your certificate or license or other type of credential. but I also can learn from what I didn't get correct and go back and review the quiz. And all of the green indicates that I got those correct, and the red I got it incorrect, but it gives me the right number to match up the response to. When I go to the next one, oops, I clicked too quickly, it just shows that the green check marks are the ones that you're supposed to mark as being all that apply for this question. And then I got none of this correct. I didn't have the process in order, but it actually gives you the numbering so you can see what the right order is. And then again, the green check indicates the correct answer. And so once I'm finished with that, then I can go back to the Children's Integrated website on the training and proceed to the next module. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and please enjoy what's available on the Children's Integrated Services website for online training. Thank you.